Wifey makes her life a show. Yeah. Every day she's on the go. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Ivy and this is How with Ivy. Karibuni sana, karibuni tena, karibuni nyote. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, for liking, for sharing, for commenting, all those things. So, nilikuwa tu hapa kwa jikoni yangu, minding my own business.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god.
Alafu kuna story too, like sasa, like I had this story kitambo sana, but everyone is talking about it and I'm just wondering how come it's hitting right now and how come it's hitting to the level it's hitting. Sijui everyone relates, sijui kama nyi watu like it's happening to you guys, ama you guys are just pretending, ama you guys, anyway, let's talk about it. The Sofia and Bumpy story.
Na nitajaribu sana kujirestrain. I will try kujirestrain.
So, sijui mbona like you guys are so surprised. Kwani you guys have never listened to Jules Nini's podcast? Mnafaa muende. So this is live. Jehovah. So this is love. You guys, eneni muitafute. You'll hear like other stories that are like, I don't know if I'll say crazier, but there are other crazy stories. So yeah, you guys should go and check that out. But I'm going to tell you guys the thing that stood out for me. The things that for me were like red flags that Sofia should have like seen. And I don't know, wherever you are, hugs to you, girl, and thank you. And you should just have like, I don't know, I hope kuna mtu ana date Bumpy kwa sababu single people now wako kwa shida kwa sababu because you didn't keep him. Now we have to deal with him in the streets, which is like kudos to you for living, but now as single people have to think about him also. Like we have to think about the fact that we are single and we don't know who Bumpy is.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready.
Like ungetuambia tu. Mimi niko na like that plea. Ungetuambia tu. Okay, number one for me was like, I don't know, but me, you guys, I usually feel like when you leave a relationship, especially like she had left a relationship with like she was pregnant for this other person, and then she just met this guy, siku moja akiendea smocha, and she was still dealing with the baby in her belly, and I'm sure like hawakuwa like wameachana na this other guy too long ago, because ilikuwa like term that she can still decide not to have the baby. So I'm guessing hawakuwa wameachana like after a long time. So like she just jumped from that one to this other guy because this guy agreed to give her a laptop. Ama this guy was nice to her. Ama like, I get that she was vulnerable at that time, but I feel like the worst thing you can ever do to yourself is decide to jump from one relationship to another one before you've healed from the previous one. Because number one, hurt people. Okay? That's number one. Number two, you need to like deal with the emotions of this other person and learn to love yourself 100% from this other person, and learn to survive without this other person or any other person telling you how beautiful you are or like how nini. Because like unajua when you're vulnerable you just speak anything. Like when you go to the market when you're really hungry, even if someone gives you mtura and you don't eat mtura, or someone gives you inaitwa nini tripe and you don't eat that, you will eat it just because you're hungry. I don't know if you get what I mean. Like if you date immediately, you just became single, you're vulnerable and you're just looking for someone to make you feel better. So in that state, she was not in the right position to decide to get into another relationship. Okay, that's number one. Acha tuweke maji kwa moto for our porridge and then we get to number two. Okay, so mkisikia gas in the background, just know gas. So number two, this girl was sharing this guy with the baby mama from the beginning and other women from the beginning. And I get it, like if you date someone who has a baby mama, you'll have to deal with this baby mama for like the rest of your life, or like the rest of the time that you're with this woman. Like, especially if you're thinking about it long term, if you're thinking about marriage, you'll have to deal with this woman for like the rest of your marriage, which means the rest of your life. This child will have to relate with your children, which means that the mom kama in the life of this child, namanisha like you'll have to deal with this mom for the rest of your marriage or your partnership or whatever period of time you're with this guy. I get that. Lakini if you're still sleeping with your ex, that means you haven't moved on. That's red flag number 2. This guy had not moved on. Now apart from that, he was sleeping with other women also, apart from his baby mama. Okay? And I get it. You want to stay with like your child and the baby mama, but bruv, if someone is sleeping with their baby mama still, or is still cheating on you emotionally with this baby mama, then that's a red flag according to me. Na get squeezy kila mtu ako na baby mama, na kila mtu ni baby mama. Most people squeezy ni baby mamas. It's not that big of a deal, and people are dating people's baby daddies. I get that. Lakini if you're still hung up on your ex, then don't move on to the next girl, okay, and get her pregnant. Anyway, we'll get to that. Wacha tukoroge unga ya uji. Haya, kitu ingine for me. Kitu ingine. Hii nayo ni critical. And I get it. Tuko in like the modern world, and people are okay with sharing their men with other women in the name of threesomes, foursomes, whatever you guys are doing. Sitawa judge, because we are like in the modern world. Everyone, like, not everyone, but people are doing it. That's not the big deal for me. Okay? The big deal for me is this. This person is coming to like live in your house. For those many days. He's even helping with your child. So was she the maid? Was she your co-wife? Because Mimi, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought if you bring someone in your relationship in that context, inakwanga like ni kama yeye ni one night stand, ama yeye ni like come and go. Nika like a going nanny. Huyu alienda kukua staying nanny. Jamani Sofia. Jamani. And then you continued staying in that relationship. Hapana. Anyway. Acha tumwage uji. Alafu, the biggest one for me was this. And there are a lot of stories on So This Is Love of domestic abuse. And people tell me that domestic abuse is something that people get addicted to. There's something that it's called, I don't know if it's trauma bonding. It's not trauma bonding. I forgot what it's called, but there's a thing that is the reason why people keep going back to like toxic relationships. Not just violent ones, but abusive ones in all forms. Because even verbal abuse is still abuse. Abuse is abuse. But wacheni tu niwaambie kitu. Mimi sijachapwa growing up. Naogopa kiboko. Nimechapwa shuleni, okay? Naogopa kiboko. Baba yangu hajawahi nichapa. So for me, it's hard for me to grasp the fact that someone will hit you and you'll still remain in that relationship. Like, I think someone should just explain to me in the comment section, because I don't want to sound insensitive, but for me, I feel like that's more than enough reason for you to just like, because the other thing is like you're providing. Nika wende unafanya provide, protect. It's like you're the one who's doing the 3 P's for this man. So you're the man in the house, and then worst of all, the man is beating the other man, because you are the man in the other context, and then him is the man in terms of gender. Yeah. So for me, that abuse was like the biggest, like, I don't know if you guys know the TikTok guy who runs around with the red flag.
Fella.
That's like, because if this man kills you, we will bury you, we'll eat pilau, and we'll move on with our lives. And your obituary will, your nini itaandikwa tu hapo like alichapwa na bwana yake, and your child will know that that's the reason why you died, and your child is gonna be like mom, mbona hukutoka? You had to leave me in this world alone because haukutoka kwa hiyo relationship. You get me? Anyway, wacha nikunywe uji yangu as I look for my own man. Sababu nisema watu tuko single ndio tunakuanga na mdomo sana kuingiza kwa other people's relationships. Let me keep quiet. Acha watch. See you guys on the next one. Bye.
Editing clips through the night. Living, dreaming in the light. I'm saying, girl, you live it right, bringing joy to our lives, babe.